Good day, everyone. Let's work out these multiple choice CSEC mathematics past paper questions. Number one, we have two right angle triangles here. And if we look at the angles within the triangle, we see that both of them have the same angles, the same sizes of angles in the same location. So these are similar triangles. So we have similar triangles, and we are asked to find the length of MO in centimeters. So we want to find this length MO, and what we do is look at the ratios of the sides. So 6 divided by 2 gives 3. Okay, so we see that ABC is bigger than M and O, and we see that AB is twice as long as MN. Okay, so AB is twice as long as MN, or MN is half the size of AB. So therefore, to get MO, what we need to do is find half of AC. Okay, which will be half of 7, which is 7 over 2, which is 3.5. Okay, 3.5 cm. So the length of M1 centimeters is B, 3.5. Let's move on to number 2. From the diagram above, sine C is. So we want to work out sine C, and sine C would be opposite side over the hypotenuse. We know that the opposite side is 5, but we don't know the hypotenuse AC. So what we do is we use Pythagoras' theorem to work out the length AC. So we say AC squared is equal to AB squared plus BC squared. So the length AB is 5 squared plus BC is 12 squared. 5 5s are 25, 12 12s are 144. When we add them up, we get 169. Now this is AC squared. We want to find AC. Square root of 169 is 13. So we know that AC is equal to 13. And from the diagram above, sine C would then be opposite of hypotenuse, which is 5 over 13. The length of the hypotenuse is 13 units. So the answer is A. Let's move on to number 3. A ladder 5 meters long leans against a vertical wall. How far up the wall does the ladder reach? So if we look within this diagram, we need to recognize that there is a right angle triangle, okay, that I have outlined in blue, and we have one length of 3 meters, which is the distance from the foot of the ladder to the wall, and we have the length of the ladder, which is 5 meters. Now we have to find this missing length x. So the question wants us to find x in meters. Okay, so again we use Pythagoras' theorem, and we can say that 5 squared is equal to 3 squared plus x squared, where x is the missing length. 5 5s are 25, 3 3s are 9, plus x squared. We subtract 3 from both sides. Sorry, we subtract 9 from both sides. 25 subtract 9 is 16. So we have 16 is equal to x squared. So to find x, we just get the square root of 16, which is 4. 4 meters is the value of x, and that answer is A. So number 3A. Let's move on to number 4. In the right angle triangle above, which trigonometric ratio is equal to 4 over 8? So let's check out sine x. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, so that would be AB over 8, so this cannot be correct because this length was not provided and it's not 4 or 8. Okay, so it cannot be A. Let's look at B. Tan Y. Now tan Y, if we stand at the Y, it's supposed to be opposite over adjacent. Alright, and that would be 4 over AB. We are not provided with AB, so we know that B is not the answer. C now, cosine X is adjacent, the length of the adjacent side over the length of the hypotenuse. Alright, so we have an adjacent for C, and we have a hypotenuse HYP. So this cosine X would then be equal to 4 over 8. Okay, the adjacent is 4 and the hypotenuse is 8 when you are at angle C. So the answer is C. Right, cosine X is equal to 4 over 8. Let's just check out D for fun just to make sure. Tan X, standing at X, we want to find opposite over adjacent, and that will give AB over 4, right? AB over BC. We are not provided with AB, therefore the answer cannot be D. So our answer is C for number 4. Right, so just remember your trigonometric ratios and remember this as no SOCA TOA to help you remember the value of the ratios, where sine is opposite of hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent of hypotenuse, and tan T is opposite of adjacent. Okay, so note this and thank you for watching. All the best to you in your studies.